Okay, a very good morning. So, welcome to Computer Programming Lab. As our director of the school said, that if you want to go fast, then you go alone. But if you want to go far, then you go together, right? So here we are for a long journey of coding. Welcome to the world of coding. And we really plan to go together, okay? So please play the PPT. Can I? Can you please come? Just hold on a second. Okay.
Hello.
Okay. There's a quotation you can read that the expert in anything was once a beginner, right? So I'm sure that many of you who are listening to me today will be expert in near future in programming. So this is a very exciting journey of programming. Let us start. What are we are going to read here? How we are going to learn here? Okay. So I'll be briefing on the content first. Okay, so we will be starting with the introduction, the computer fundamentals. Then we'll be teaching the data types, constants, control statement, how we make the loops, okay? How we create the arrays and manipulate the data inside it. Then the use of functions, which is a very important component of programming. Then we'll have pointers, we'll understand the memory allocation, and also we'll understand the data structures and the file handling. Now, I just want to take a pause and assure you that there is a common problem that we see every year, that some of the students think that because they did not have a computer background, because you did not have a computer in class 2, that does not mean that you will have a problem here. There's absolutely no prerequisite. The basic mathematics that you always had, okay? So we are going to start from the ABC of programming. Please be assured on that. So absolutely no problem. We just need your willingness to learn. That is only thing that we need, okay? And why we are starting with the programming in C, because if you, many of you are keep much advanced knowledge, I'm sure, on the programming, like what are the things going in industry these days. Today, yes, we do not code in C, but if you understand that if we learn the C, then we'll have a very good foundation stone in the programming. Okay, so what will happen is any languages coming hereafter, you can pick it up very fast, and your basic will be strong if we learn the C first as a first. So all the programmers should learn C as their first programming language. Okay. Now, coming to the course outcomes, we have total 6 outcomes for this course, and we will be mapping to the different modules as well. So basically what we will be doing is first the fundamental knowledge of the computers that we will impart in, fine. Then you will be able to, if you read CO3, that write, compile and debug programs independently. You are going to come up with the algorithm. Algorithm is a thinking process. So it's not only the programming, it will be useful for your any approach to solving a problem, right? Then also will be like, if you read on the CO6, which is the data structures and create, update basic data files. So these will enable you to move up to the next programming languages, okay, like object-oriented programming, and these functions you will find. This is the textbook we will be referring, and I would strongly recommend that you study the reference books as well. The textbook we are going to read for by ANSYS by E. Balaguru Swami, and the reference book by the Brian Cunningham. Please do read the reference book as well. This is very informative, and this deals with the core of C. Okay. Okay. Now here is some of the very important information I'll be sharing now. So I would like to draw your 100% attention. So what are the class timing and what will be the mode of teaching? Surprisingly, this is a different world we are in today, right? We never thought that world will be like this at least 7-8 months back, like this year, February. Okay. So we never thought that we'll be running into this kind of situation. So what we all have to do is create the physical environment, and every one of us, it's you and it's me and all the faculties, will try their best so that how we can, create the environment as if you are sitting in front of us. So the word virtual, we have to really make it alive. Okay. How do you do that? You be active in the class, ask questions, ask doubts, and whenever any programming logic will be explained to you, try to think different ways of do the same problem. Okay. So programming is not exactly in black and white. There are lots of other ways you can also take while solving a problem. So do that. And most importantly, the way we will be conducting the lab, you will be able to share your screens with your teachers. So the problem you are particularly facing in your any particular problem, that also you can share with your teacher. Okay. So I'll take next 2-3 slides to explain what will be the virtual mode of teaching. Please read. So the education mode of education has changed. So it is not the strongest one, or it is not the intelligent one who will survive, right? So if you are ready to adapt to this change, then definitely even the pandemic cannot or could not put a pause to the learning, correct? So let us see what will be our virtual mode of learning.